Hey everybody, it's been a while since I posted anything, but I felt like I needed to do this one because, and it's mainly going to be about triggers. I was I was triggered yesterday through an act that no ill will was meant, and I think that's something that I personally am really going to be aware of. And after it happened, I got thinking about it, and I kind of figured out why it happened. So here's what happened. I've been dating a new girl. She's an awesome girl. Uh, she was at church last night, and they were setting up for Vacation Bible School. I went by to help a little bit, then I left because I had other stuff to do. And then she sent me a text saying that the people that she was wanting me to meet, I'd met them shortly and briefly and all that, and then I done what I had to do and I left. But the people, they were just joking around, and they were like, "Oh, you're a chicken shit. You left," and all that kind of crap. And it wasn't nothing serious, but I felt triggered by it. I got really upset. I got almost angry. I felt low. I felt pushed down. I felt betrayed. I mean, all these things come back, and it was a past feeling from other things that had happened, and I know that y'all understand that. And I think what opened me up to it was the fact that I went to a job to give a bid, and the job was right across from the house where I used to live with my ex, who was just, an evil bitch. I'm sorry, but I'm still working on some forgiveness, I guess. I've noticed that too. I've got a lot of resentment that's trying to work out. But anyway, I think that actually set the mood for me being open to being triggered. Being at that house and that proximity to it, I believe, honestly, was the initial trigger. And then all that stuff later on brought it up even more in depth, because my ex actually would do things like that. You know how people are, that when you're with them like that, that's how they behave. I mean, that's part of the flying monkeys and all that kind of bullshit. But I just wanted to say that, being self-aware is very important in your healing process. Not to sit and constantly think about every little thought you have, and to just understand that some thoughts deserve more attention, especially if they're not serving you well or serving your healing. You need to get out and live life and encounter these scenarios to where you're able to actually deal with them and heal from them. And I'm lucky enough and blessed enough that I have a girlfriend who is patient, and she's understanding about the things that I've been through, and she understands that it's going to take a little time for me to get back to where I was. Well, actually, to get back to where I was better, I don't guess I ever was that, because I fell for that crap. But anyway, for me, it's just about, understanding that is still a problem and how to remedy that. And I think the best thing for me to do is to acknowledge it, accept it, and love it, because that's part of who I am now. And it's a protecting mechanism. I threw up a defense because I'm aware of those situations now. Even jokingly, it raised the red flag, and that's good. But on the other side of the coin, it needs to be tempered with some logic and some thinking, because emotions can run wild. They get carried away. They're very strong, especially ones like that we've been through. They're very passionate, they're deep, and they're ingrained. And we have to temper that with just taking a second, taking a breath, and going, okay, why do I feel this way? And thinking about it for a second. And then just understanding, that it's not wrong that you felt that way. It's a behavior that doesn't serve you. It's not needed anymore. That way you can grow from it. You can better incorporate those self-defense mechanisms to people that are actually trying to do that and not let it bother you. You'll have someone that'll do that, and you'll do, my hope and my goal is anyway, that someone does that. I'm just like, so, and whether it's meant or not, I want to just be like, it's not that important. I can relax about it now because that threat is no longer there. I'm aware that there's a possibility that there could be a threat, but it is not a threat. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to live in that mentality anymore. And that's part of the healing process, I believe. I believe it's part of the growth. And it sucks because you have to really still dig deep. I mean, that's what we're doing. That's why we do it, because we had scars and we allowed someone to open them up after we showed them to them. And we are not only closing those scars, but we're getting rid of them. We don't have to have those scars anymore to be who we are. In fact, a bit of good news on my end is I'm actually going to legally change my name from what it was, my birth name. But and I started going by Evan right after I left because I was building a new me. I was creating a new me, and I just didn't like the old me. I didn't like the name. I felt like it tied it to me, and there was a lot of other things that went with that name, but I figure once I get this done, it'll be more of a complete, I don't have to be that guy anymore, because I truly believe that names have power and they carry weight and they influence you and all that kind of thing. But I've kept the root of it, I guess you could say, because my name is Steven, Stevan, and I'm changing it to Evan, Evan. So, I mean, it's not like I'm losing a lot. It's just a new me, a new creature, and I'm a happier man. I'm a well-rounded man. Everything's good in my life right now, even what a lot of people consider negative, there's blessings in all that. We just have to learn to see it and enjoy that, because without the bad, we can't have sweetness, and just live your life and love and be kind. And no matter what hate or ignorance or any negative thing that comes your way, just love. Just be kind. Because you're not going to change anybody through hatred. You're not going to change anybody by pushing against them. Quit pushing against life and just let it in. And you'll be surprised what happens. I went from having nothing to having my company back again, to building up to a good business, and I've actually started another one, and it feels good, I still find time for my family, I still find time for friends, and especially myself, and I'm doing something I love, and I don't have any weight around me, and I'm so thankful for that, and I'm blessed, and I wish all of y'all the same thing. I hope that you find that you can have whatever you want, and it comes just as soon as you let go of all the negative. Just let go of the negative. I mean, it's just that easy. Now, dealing with the other stuff, that takes time, and it will come. And I'm still in a healing process. I think I will be for years, if not the rest of my life. It's just something you have to accept and deal with, It's life. But I thank y'all for listening and watching my videos. I've always been uplifted by your support, by your subscription, by your likes and your comments. I mean, it's a neighborhood, it's a community where we're all we've got. Especially if you're a man, you've got no other resource pretty well than YouTube. And there's a few other, sources out there, but not really nothing. And I'm not saying that this is just for men, but the whole reason I started this was because I'm a man, But God bless every one of you, and I truly love y'all. Have a good day.